it is very difficult for you not to be a journalist. It's very difficult for you not to be a journalist, because once a journalist,
always a journalist.
Always. You know, even old soldiers are still soldiers.
When they meet, they salute you like, oh.
They salute you like soldiers.
Yes.
And if the war gets too hot, even old soldiers can go to the war front.
Experience. I think it's experienced soldiers.
Correction. I stand totally corrected.
Yes.
And yes, it is correct that even retired soldiers can get into the war front if they believe that what they have always defended, all right, what they have always worked for, is now under threat.
Okay. I have one more question for you, and I know you want to speak to Kenyans who are tomorrow going for the protest. I have another question for you, but I'd like us to watch the video of the week. It's about 50 seconds. Then we come back with former Health Cabinet Secretary, former Senator Mutahi Kagwe. Let's take a look at the video of the week.
Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face.
Right, Kamala Harris, yesterday she just appointed or nominated Tim Walz as the running mate, right? He's governor of
Minnesota.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Your comments on this race, is she coming too late in time? And do you think finally we can get a female first president of the United States?
Well, first of all, it is not too late.
It's not too late?
It is not too late. A week in politics is a very long time. And you come to know it, yes, and you have seen it even in this country where one day, when the situation is like this, that within 2 days,
things change. Things
have completely changed. One day you have an opposition, and the next day you don't have an opposition within a day. So things can change in politics very quickly, and they do change very quickly. I don't think it is too late for her. I think it's a very exciting time in the American political arena. I think that she has made an excellent choice with her Minnesota governor. Those of us who follow politics in the United States also see the potential and the promise that is there for the first time to have a female president within the United States. And to the icing on the cake is that it should not just be the first female black president of the United States, but one who is black. Having said that, I don't think that the credentials that the Americans will be looking for will be whether she is female or whether she is black. I think or the color that she has. I think the credentials they'll be looking for is that is she capable of running the United States, unifying the United States, growing the economy of the United States, ensuring that the poor are taken care of, ensuring that business can run, ensuring that the environment within which that FDI can move in, which is exactly what we should be doing in Kenya as well.
Okay. I'd like to ask you about tomorrow and how you see it turning out, because they have said it's the mother of all protests. There was a comment online here that says, it's from Abdullahi Galgalo on YouTube. It says, ask the guests whether he still called a protest peaceful if the protesters visited, in quotes, say State House, or as they did at the National Assembly. Where do you draw the line? Because this is a given by the Constitution.
Okay. I think that we said the Constitution is the one that is supposed to protect I don't want to call them, they are protesters to the extent that they are protesting something that they don't agree with, all right?
But the Constitution calls them demonstrators.
Yeah, this word of protester sometimes is used negatively, all right? It's like a negative thing. Demonstrators, protesters, they are demonstrating for something that they want. They are protesting against something that they don't want, or something that they feel should not be existing in our country. And as I said at the beginning of this discussion, Ken, we said that that is a fundamental right that cannot be taken away from anybody. Having said that, the same constitution and the same law also specifies how these things are supposed to be conducted. And I think it is only fair and right that we accept that to the extent that you are being protected by that constitution, then you must protect the same constitution. And the way to protect the constitution is adhere to the constitution, even as you protest, but also for the police and security forces to adhere to the same constitution, and to adhere to the extent that it is supposed to be peaceful and they are supposed to provide security for those people. That is what the constitution is all about, and that's why it is crafted in the first place. So to me, what I would like to see is people behaving in a manner that makes Kenya proud, in a manner that sends the message very clearly about what they want, but in a manner that also creates respect for both those who are protesting and those who are protecting the protesters.
Okay. Your parting shot, I see very beautiful pictures, but we don't have the license to show that. So I'd like to take about the last 30 seconds of that race. The race is just, the race is just over. And I think the Kenyan men have not been able to secure the win. But yes, it's not. All right, so I think we have a number 3 in that race, but those are the pictures. I need to let you go really fast. Your parting shot tomorrow. The police, the civil society, and of course, the young Kenyans who are going on the streets as I let you go.
My parting shot to them is that as we go to the streets tomorrow, let us ensure that we do so in peace. As we go to the street tomorrow, let's remember that a peaceful nation is what we have been struggling for the last for the many years since 1963, all those 60 years, we have struggled to make Kenya, and Kenya, it will remain, no matter what happens. And therefore, for me, let's go peacefully, let's each respect the constitution, let's respect the law, Kenya is ours. Let's have hope, and we can only have hope if we work together and if we live within our written constitution.
All right. I think it's a good place to end the discussion tonight. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your wisdom, lessons from the past, and we are going into the future. Let's see what happened. And I also want to say, I'll say that when I leave, but as I let him go, there are other stories making headlines because the Teachers Union, that's KUPPET, and the Kenya National Union of Teachers are now threatening to go on strike beginning